Students, now here we'll study about some branches of taxonomy, then their significance of taxonomy. Now branches of systematics, the systematic science includes different branches which revolve nowadays, that is cytotaxonomy, molecular taxonomy, numerical taxonomy. Now cyto means study of the cell, their structure, shape, behavior, their behavior during the replication, all those things that will studied under the cytotaxonomy. That means for the taxonomical studies, we use the cytological studies, that is the structure and functioning physiology of the cell, then it is known as cytotaxonomy. When we are studying about the molecules of the living beings, that is DNA, RNA, their structure, their behavior, number of base pairs, their length, all these things, their physiology, all these things, the study of molecules we are using for the taxonomical studies, then it is known as molecular taxonomy. Now numerical taxonomy. Now because we are studying a big number of data, we are collecting big number of organisms, plants, their characters. So to analyze by statistical analysis or different analysis, that is numerical method, because we are using these numerical methods for the study of taxonomy, that's why it is known as numerical taxonomy. So from the systematic, so many branches have been evolved. Now there are mainly two types of classification system, natural as well as the artificial one. There are two taxonomy, that is classical, that is this artificial one, and the modern, that is natural one. Now we can see that modern, this means nowadays how we are using this taxonomical data, how we are studying this taxonomy. In classical, that is in earlier days, even less number of individuals and species are collected or identified for the study. But nowadays we are collecting very big number of organism, plant for the study, and that's why this is the difference. Second difference is the study of classical taxonomy was based upon very few characters like their habitat, where does they live, habit, their morphological characters, which was already appeared from the outside, not the anatomical study, because that time not so many facilities were there, microscope and other things. But nowadays, or numerical taxonomy, etc. But nowadays, we had so many facilities, that is study of anatomy, numerical taxonomy, etc., psychological study. That's why nowadays we are using many fields for studying the taxonomy. For example, morphology, that is external features, then anatomy, internal features, their cell behavior, cytology, their ontogeny, phylogenetic relationship, all those things we are studying for this modern taxonomy. This classical taxonomy is known as the artificial system, and because it was based upon very few characters and it is static or fixed, not changing with evolutionary time. But this one deals with the natural and the phylogenetic system of classification, which is dynamic and ever changing with the change of the evolution. Now here some significance of this taxonomy. Significance means how it is useful, how it is advantageous for us. So the taxonomy or the study of taxonomy is nowadays applied in various fields. First of all, it is helping in the study of diversity. Second is to know the relationship of the particular organism or plant with the other one. Then that is phylogenetic relationship. Then to study the evolution. Then applied biology in different area, that is medicine and agriculture, breeding, plant breeding, etc. We can use this study or this data. Now this human health, but we are able to know the structure, their phylogeny, their evolution of different types of pathogen, and accordingly we can use that knowledge for the improvement of the human health or for preventing the different types of disease or different types of disorders. Some as indicator system. For example, one protozoa is there, that is called Pydium. It indicates the degree of pollution in the water body. it shows that if it is present there, then the pollution level is low. So in this way, the study of taxonomy can be used or helping in different era in our life. In this slide, we can see that taxonomy can be categorized into two types, that is classical taxonomy as well as modern taxonomy. Now classical taxonomy is based upon some superficial characters as well as only the morphological characters. That time no anatomy was considered, or the cell structure, cell behavior, all these things were not considered. That's why it is known as classical taxonomy. Now modern taxonomy, this is the category in which the type of taxonomy in which new characters, that is anatomical studies, then along with the morphological, then chromosomal characters, chromosomal behavior, behavior of the cell, then biochemical components of the plants, then numerical taxonomy. Nowadays the statistical analysis is also done. All these things are considered in the modern taxonomy. Here we can see different types of branches of taxonomy. Different branches of taxonomy are alpha taxonomy, beta taxonomy, omega taxonomy, cytotaxonomy, chemotaxonomy, karyotaxonomy. Karyo means study of karyon, that is nucleus. So on the basis of the study of nucleus, then their chromosomal behavior, number of chromosomes, shape of chromosome, all these things are the behavior of the nucleus. All these things are considered in the field of taxonomy. Chemotaxonomy. Chemotaxonomy means the plant or animal cell, what are the chemical things are there, which type of chemical components are there, and all these things are considered. Which type of chemicals are there, which chemical is in which ratio, all these things are considered during the study of taxonomy or during the classification taxonomical work. That's why it is known as chemotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy is the field or the branch in which we study about we consider the type of cell behavior, which type of cell, that is a study of cytology, that is the cell biology, is utilized in the field of taxonomy for classifying or some other purpose. That's why it is known as cytotaxonomy. Now this alpha taxonomy, beta taxonomy, omega taxonomy we'll see now. In this slide we can see different level of taxonomy. Now while studying taxonomy, there are different levels. At the first level, that is alpha taxonomy. In this, it is concerned with the finding, describing and naming of organism of plant, and this is the first and basic step in taxonomy. That means first we'll find that particular species, whatever the plant or animal, and then will describe what characters are there, and accordingly they are given name, different names to that. And the naming is also, we have already discussed that naming is a process, a very tedious process in taxonomy, and the naming is known as binomial nomenclature. For that there are two institutions, ICZN and ICBN. So this is the first step in taxonomy, which is related with the finding and collecting them, then description of that, and finally giving names, and that's why it is known as alpha taxonomy. So this is first level. Now the next level is beta taxonomy. That means here they are identified in the previous biological classes, in which biological classes they are naturally kept, in which already, because from the beginning so many taxonomists had given different types of classification system, natural group, natural system as well as artificial system. So we will
identify those then where they are located. Now gamma taxonomy. In gamma taxonomy we study about the evolutionary process, their relationship with the plants or animals present now or some extinct one, and how they evolved, which some type of characters may be similar, some may be different. So all these process will study, and that is known as evolutionary process. Now here we can see cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy means study of cytology, cell behavior, cell structure, the chemical constituent, all these things considered in cytology. Now when we are using the cytological studies for taxonomical study or for the purpose of taxonomy, that is taxonomical classification, then it is known as cytotaxonomy. Mainly here we are studying about the karyotaxonomy, that is the behavior of the nucleus. Obviously chromosome is present inside that, so number of chromosome, size of chromosome, then the behavior of chromosome during the cell division process, that is meiosis, mitosis, etc., how they are behaving, how they are undergoing condensation or crossing over, whatever the things they are, the behavior they are showing, all these things are considered, they are observed, and finally on the basis of such things, such characteristics, they are categorized in a different systematic, they are categorized in particular classification, they have been kept in a particular classification, and that's why it is known as cytotaxonomy. Now here in this slide we can see the numerical taxonomy and chemotaxonomy. Now numerical taxonomy is defined by Peter H. A. Smith and Robert Sokal. According to them, the grouping by numerical methods of taxonomic units into taxa on the basis of their character states. That means different taxa, that is different categories, how they are grouped in particular categories. For that, which method we are using, that is numerical method, and we are giving some numbers, symbols to the particular plant or organism for that particular character, and then they are kept, analyzed and kept in that particular taxa. Now due to the presence of very large number of, big number of characters, nowadays computers as well as different statistical methods are utilized for analysis of those characters, and then accordingly they are kept in a particular taxa, particular category during their and then they are studied. So numerically we are using the numerical computation process in taxonomy, and that's why it is known as numerical taxonomy. Now chemotaxonomy. Chemo means chemical. So what are the chemical compounds present in the cell of the plant as well as animal? Now what are the biosynthetically compounds are present, then which type of chemicals are present, what is the ratio of that particular chemical, on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities of such characters are considered during the taxonomical studies, during the taxonomy, that means grouping of that particular plant or organism in that particular taxa. So all that means the chemical components, chemical constituents are considered as one of the criteria for taxonomical studies, and that's why it is known as chemotaxonomy.